Hey guys, how's it going? So my name is Prem. I'm gonna be running some simulations here. So there's been a lot going on with American politics nowadays. We've got all sorts of things going on. We've got all these mass shootings taking place. Um, I mean, in this month alone, in August, we've had like 53 people die. And I don't know if that includes the one of like less than 24 hours ago with the shooting again in Texas. And where is it again? It's becoming kind of difficult to keep track. In the okay, so in Midland, Texas, the Alisa shooting.
Why am I doing this if I'm not getting thinner?
So I mean, so this has been kind of a debate in all of America. I mean, people are calling for gun laws and gun controls and regulations and all that stuff. So there's been many arguments back and forth. Many people are saying that the deaths that have taken place should be enough of a reason for the government to want to implement gun laws, gun control. Whereas many others are saying that the solution is actually to make sure that everyone's armed. So the whole theory of good guy with a gun thing is something that that just keeps going around on Twitter, all over social media and all over the news. People are actually debating that. So that being said, what I have done is I found a mod that so this mod actually gives all civilians guns. So make sure that everyone is armed. So I've gone ahead and installed the mod, and like all the civilians in the game now are currently armed. So what I want to do is I want to create some sort of chaos, some sort of situation where I am gonna try to attack someone. So I want to see how this guy reacts, and I know this is a game, but I think that's kind of what's gonna make this kind of a good simulation and effective comparison. Because so now I've arrived at this scenario, and you can see a lot of things are going on, right? You can hear shouts and panic. So I have a gun and I've put it out, and these guys are aiming at me because they're all armed, like I said. But there's panic, right? So I have a gun, but they haven't. So actually this is great. So I'm gonna pause it because what you just saw there was people shooting at each other. So one person shot first, and then now there's just chaos, right? Now you got people killing each other. Even though I'm standing right here with the gun, which this can happen in real life. If everyone is armed, and we hear one shot go off, they don't know where it's coming from. Everyone's gonna be paranoid of each other, right? So I'm standing here with a gun. So now you kind of see that when I get closer to these guys, they start to back away. So you kind of see. So this kind of tells you what. So like, and this is programming, right? These guys have been programmed to first cower, right? They first cower from danger before they finally decide to stand the ground. So you kind of see this guy is still hiding, which isn't that much different from how humans are programmed. We first, people always say like, oh, it's fight or flight. No, it's flight. Then if you have to, you fight, right? So fright and flight always come first before fight. So fight is always the last resort in these situations. So we can kind of see here, that's kind of what's going on. These guys are backing away as I'm going towards them, and I haven't tried anyone yet. So he's still hiding. If I get close enough to him, he's gonna hit me. You see. So when he could no longer fight because I've filled up his space, that's when he actually attacks me. But you can kind of see, like, even the cars that are driving by, they're also in panic. So I haven't shot anyone yet, but let's see what happens when I do shoot someone. So the panic is gonna escalate. Watch. So I just shot him. Now everyone is like, okay, this guy is serious. He actually does plan to kill people. Without me shooting anyone at first, it might come across as maybe the gun's fake, maybe he's bluffing, that kind of stuff. But now that I've shot someone, it's become real, right? I didn't shoot this guy, so I don't know what happened with him. So someone killed him. So now you got the paramedics here. Yeah, this guy's still panicking. So again, these guys are armed, but they're also running.
Hey, you!
This guy.
Really?
So he has a good guy with a gun, but let's see what happens when I shoot. Okay, I guess this gun is too powerful because it just kills them. But let's see what happens when I shoot this guy in the leg. So he's gonna get up. So now I've got a sort of, so like all these guys they're aiming at me, but they haven't shot yet for whatever reason. So those people are shooting. I don't know who's shooting who, but no one is shooting me. These guys are armed, but they haven't shot me yet. So you know, that's kind of what it is. Because the thing is that, and you guys may say like maybe they haven't shot because the game is programmed that way. But realistically, in real life situations, human beings, it's one thing to hold a gun, it's one thing to shoot at silhouettes. But in situations where there is a person, but you do have a gun and you're not even a real person, it becomes very real and becomes very scary because you've never shot someone before, right? So it's not like, oh, I have a gun, I'm gonna shoot you. No, there is a long moment that does happen where you do kind of freak out when you're like, okay, do I really want to kill a person, right? It's not like you have a gun and you're gonna pull it out and shoot. It's very easy to think that. It's very easy to think that. In the shooting, I think in Dayton and even in Texas, which Texas, as far as I know, is an open arms and carry, state. Many of those shootings, and they have had good guys with guns around, and yet the shooters that come out and they shoot people. You know, I mean, like recently in the Odessa shooting, five people died on site, and then you had two more die in the hospital. So you kind of see that I have a gun, the other guys have a gun, everyone has their guns and they're running. This is crazy, right? No one knows who the actual shooter is. I'm the shooter, right? But we're all running together. No one knows who the shooter is. The police just drove by as well. Everyone has a gun. She has a gun. She's running right next to me, right? Don't, and again, this seems like it's a game, and it is a game, but I'm telling you, this is actually very realistic. Like, you're not gonna know who the shooter is if you weren't there right when it happened. You're not gonna know who the shooter is, and no one is gonna stop to tell you because they're gonna be running for their lives as much as we're running for yours, right? So this is actually a very realistic simulation. If you ask me, it has, in a way, it's realistic because everyone is panicking except her. Maybe there's a glitch. She's not running. She's not running because she doesn't know what happened. But watch this. I'm about to tell her what's happening. So now she's gonna run, right? She doesn't have a gun. At least now that I see. So now those guys run too because now they're afraid to stop. Buses are driving off pretty fast. You know. So that's it. Like, these things are very easy to and the game just crashed. But I'm gonna stop there. But you guys kind of see that. You guys kind of saw for yourselves that having everyone have a gun, as GTA 5 has showed us, isn't very. I don't know what's causing this, but having everyone have a gun is really only gonna cause more panic, right? And it could result in civilians shooting other civilians, right? Which we saw as well. So it's not a good idea. Essentially, it's not a good idea. So let's just bury that whole argument. It's not a very good and practical idea. So yeah, there you have it. I don't know what's causing these crashes. I've had these crashes now for a couple times. I don't know why it's doing it, so I'm gonna have to figure it out. I might have to reinstall the game. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but my computer is acting funny. Let's figure it out. Why is it doing that? That's weird.